Hi everyone, I'm Angelo Acosta from Bsme 2-YB-2. So, fuel oil systems function is to supply fuel, treatment of fuel, and fuel supply. So first, here is a double bottom tank. This is where the fuel, dirty fuel or untreated fuel will be stored. So from here, it will be pumped or transferred using the transfer pump to the settling tank. So once it will be transferred to the settling tank, it is where the natural separation of contaminants of the fuel oil. So once the contaminants will go down to the bottom of the settling tank, it will be drained using the drain valve. And the remaining fuel will now be transferred again with a centrifuge or centrifugal pump to the heater. So heater, it acts as to maintain the temperature, to increase the temperature to have a great or correct viscosity. So once it's done, it will now be transferred again it will now be transferred to the clarifier and purifier. It is where the elimination and removal of solid contaminants and water contaminants. So once done, it will now go down to the fuel oil service tank. So fuel oil service tank is where it acts as a storage of fuel that is being treated from the double bottom tank, settling tank, purifier, and clarifier. So here, in case there are still contaminants, drain valve will be used. So if there's contaminants that are still present in the fuel oil service tank, it will just be drained in the drain valve. Here is the vent for the exhaust pump. So the next is the diesel fuel service tank. So diesel oil service tank, it acts as storage of diesel oil from bunkering operation. So the diesel oil here is at high quality since it is from bunkering operation. So again, in case there are still contaminants, it will just be drained with a drain valve. Here is the vent for exhaust gas. And here, as what I said earlier, for bunkering operation, this is the inlet, diesel oil inlet, where the diesel oil will be going into the diesel oil service tank. So once done, the fuel oil and diesel oil will now go down to the three-way valve. So three-way valve acts or allows access for fuel consumption. So once done, it will now go down to the flow meter. Flow meter measures the amount of fuel that is being delivered. So once it is measured, it will now go to the mixing tank. So from the word mixing, it is where these two different fuels, which are the diesel oil and fuel oil, will be mixed. So here again, there is a vent for exhaust gas and another drain valve in case for contaminants, presence of contaminants. So once it will be mixed, it will now go down to the booster pump, where booster pump boosts the pressure of the fuel oil. So once done, it will now go to the heater to increase the temperature to have a great or correct viscosity. So once done, it will now go to the viscosity regulator. So viscosity regulator, it controls the temperature of the fuel oil to have the correct viscosity. So once done with the viscosity regulator, before it enters the engine, or before starting the engine, it will first pass through the preheating bypass valve. So again, it will just be going here to the mixing tank with just the same process earlier. So once the preheating is done, it will now, the fuel oil that is being regulated by the viscosity regulator will now go to the heated filter. So heated filter acts as, in case there are solidified solution in the fuel, it will just be dissolved, and the fuel oil will just be heated again to increase the temperature and have the correct viscosity. And again, if there are still contaminants, it will just be filtered as heated filter as it is. So once done, it will now go to the fuel injector where it will be injected to the engine for the operation. So in case there are extra quantity from the fuel injector that is at high pressure, it will just go back. I mean, it will be transported to the pressure regulating valve to again control the pressure of the fuel oil, since the fuel oil from the injector fuel injector is at high pressure. So again, it will just go to the separate tank and will just do the same process for the next operation. That's all.